Imagine you did everything right. You went to college, got a decent job, bought a house in the suburbs, 2 cars in the driveway, kids in a decent school. By every definition, you were middle class. Now fast forward to today. That same house, it would cost you 3 times more to buy. That same job, it pays less in real terms than it did 30 years ago. And that feeling of security you had, the quiet confidence that tomorrow would be slightly better than today, that feeling is gone for tens of millions of Americans. This isn't a political opinion. This is a structural collapse. It is decades in the making that has been quietly dismantling the most powerful economic class the world has ever seen. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it happened, who is responsible, and, most importantly, what it means for your financial future. Stay with me, because this one changes how you see money forever. Before we can understand why the middle class is dying, we need to understand what it actually is, because most people get this wrong. The middle class is not just about income, it's about security. Pew Research defines a middle-class household as one earning between 2/3 and double the median income, which in 2023 dollars means roughly $52,000 to $156,000 per year for a family of 3. But here's what that definition misses. The original middle class, the one that existed from the 1950s to the late 1970s, wasn't just an income bracket. It was a promise. A factory worker in Detroit in 1965, with no college degree, could buy a house, support a family of 4 on one income, retire with a pension, send his kids to state school without debt. That world is gone. And what replaced it is something far more fragile. The modern middle class is one medical emergency away from debt, one layoff away from losing the house, one market crash away from a retirement that vanishes. According to the Federal Reserve's 2023 report on the economic well-being of U.S. households, 37% of Americans could not cover a $400 emergency expense with cash. Let that sink in. These are not poor people by government statistics. Many of them are the middle class. Something has gone seriously wrong. And the story of how it went wrong begins in a single decade. To understand why the middle class is collapsing now, you have to go back to 1971. On August 15th of that year, President Nixon made an announcement that most Americans didn't fully understand at the time, but that would reshape every single aspect of the economy for the next 50 years. He took the US dollar off the gold standard. Before this moment, every dollar in circulation was backed by a fixed amount of gold. This kept inflation controlled. It kept wages honest. After this moment, money could be printed without limits, and printed it was. But the real gutting of the middle class began in the 1980s, with a philosophy that swept through Washington like a wildfire. It had a name: trickle-down economics. The idea was simple: cut taxes for corporations and the wealthy, reduce regulations, and let the benefits trickle down to workers. Here's what actually happened. Between 1979 and 2019, productivity in America grew by 59.7%. In theory, workers should have shared that prosperity. Instead, wages for the bottom 90% of workers grew by just 26% over the same period. The top 1%? Their wages grew by 160%. The math stopped working for the middle class in the 1980s, and it never recovered. Then came the factories. Between 2000 and 2010 alone, the U.S. lost 5.6 million manufacturing jobs, the backbone of middle-class employment for generations. These weren't just jobs, they were pensions, benefits, predictability, the architecture of a stable life. And what replaced them? Service jobs paying half the wage, with zero benefits and zero security. The middle class didn't just shrink, it was structurally dismantled.